All right, here we go. Please let Game 2 be better. Hopefully this time Pip will build more than one Marine a minute. Because, by my reckoning, at one point he had 5 Marines, and that was the sort of 5-minute mark, wasn't it? And then he lost 3 of them. This is like slow motion. Is it actually running on... That's too slow. Is this run... Wait, what? That's normal speed, right? Is this running on slow-mo? You guys didn't play on slow-mo, did you? It'd be like some cunning way to get the APM up. Run on like slower again, because you can do that in the settings. I don't know why you would. But anyway, look, let's get the numbers. It's a best of 3. Jet is 1-0. Exciting times, and the NEM bar across the top. So this time it's Pip with an early supply lead. He has a supply lead of about half a supply. So that's exciting. That's a turnaround. There's going to be, this double depot before barracks. Just no, never, under no circumstances is that appropriate. And I've mentioned that, I don't know, in at least 17 casts so far this tournament, and at least 115 times before this year. You just don't need it. There's no point in it. Why, Pip? Why? Look, you're 22 of 31. And the only thing that you can build from is these 2. You're not about... No, just stop it. Anyway, what have we here? An eBay. Again, unless you're doing a planetary rush, you don't need an engineering bay at 2.5 minutes. You just don't. So that's kind of... I'm not really sure what the purpose of that is. But anyway... Jet again has gone for this weird kind of safety bunker. I mean, I don't mind the bunker at the front. If you're not going to scout, I guess it makes sense. And of course, he hasn't scouted at all. This is what he knows. He doesn't even know that his opponent is on the map. And the reverse is true for Pip as well. 0 scouting, but it looks like this Marine is lining up to walk to his death. So we'll keep an eye on that, because that could be exciting. This could very much be a replay. Maybe Pip is waiting for the golden 5 army supply before he pushes in. So we'll see how that goes for him. It didn't pan out particularly well last time. And I... Okay. I wasn't worried. I knew he wasn't going to attack. Only a fool would do such a thing. So good. I'm glad he thought better of that. He's left this guy here, just chilling. I don't mind a dude being there just chilling. That's quite good. But no, this though, that isn't. If you leave him here, the reason that's quite good is because people quite often, they just send a worker to build the 3rd and they don't really think about it, and the Marine would kill the worker, and if you're not paying attention you don't even realise, and then you go to transfer workers to your 3rd and realise it's never built because the worker got killed. Anyway, I fear there is a pretty substantial army supply imbalance again, Pip. Look, at least, well, there is stuff building, but surely Pip must have a lot of money. He does. All the money, but none of the Marines. So this is going to be a pretty one-sided fight. Numbers just win. Upgrades. Oh gosh, yeah. Combat shield, stim, and +1 against completely unupgraded Marines. Even if the numbers were similar, Jet would walk through the other army pretty quickly anyway. But the numbers aren't similar. Sorry, Pip, you are out of there. So this eBay has done you no good whatsoever. You haven't used it. I don't know what the point of it was. This 3rd base was quick, I'll give you that, but arguably more important to have a bunch of stuff on the map, or if you're not going to have a bunch of stuff on the map, at the very least, know what your opponent is up to. You can't do both. You can't have no stuff and not know what your opponent's doing. You can do one or the other. You can know what your opponent's doing and be like, well, they're not going to come and attack me, so I'm going to have no stuff and just go super greedy and just build a 3rd CC with no units. That's fine, so long as you know that your opponent isn't going to come and attack you. Alternatively, seriously? Yeah, they probably won't come back. We've seen them off. Yeah, they are coming back, Pip. Or you can not bother to scout at all, but know that you're safe because you've got a very safe setup, because maybe you've got a bunker with a siege tank behind it and a wall, in which case, arguably, I'd let you off with not scouting and you could just kind of do your own thing knowing that that isn't even in the middle. Disgusting. Yeah. I mean, okay, there we go. He hasn't figured out how to make them dance just yet. But, it's only a matter of time, isn't it, before we see dancing units. You can make units in StarCraft dance. It is a thing. But, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not big, it's not clever, and neither is this. Let's. Is Jet just working on his APM? Is he just spamming Marines around in a circle to get the APM up? That looks suspiciously like what's happening here. Average, he still hasn't broken 100 though, despite that. But anyway, he's decided to give Pip some sort of reprieve, and you want to be careful mucking about like that, because it wouldn't be the first time I've seen a game lost where somebody's been like, oh, I'm not going to kill you, I'm just going to toy with you and muck about, and what they don't know is that there's a base over here and there's cloaked banshees coming out of it, and they're going to come in and basically wreck all your stuff. But that isn't what's happening. Oh, yeah, look, this is just awkward. How fast can we go here? Times it. Yeah, I have nothing further to say on this matter. BCs are great, by the way. Build more of those. I'd quite like to see some more cattle bruisers in the game. Always good. They're one of the most broken units in the game, by the way. The BC. Let's just have a look at it here. Let's have a peek at this thing. Look. So the reason this is broken, it A has like roughly more health than a house. It B can shoot while it's moving, and it can C just warp to any point on the map without even needing vision of it first. So BCs are good, people. Good, but don't be that weird person that just builds like a whole fleet of them. You only need like one or two for them to be good. You don't need to like, I'm not going to build anything until I've got a fleet of BCs. That's just weird. That's like, it's weird. Anyway, GG.